Yeah, cowboy boots.
Okay.
Low cut. I tried to go high cut, but I got thick calves. Some of you know, some of you got a little bit of extra. You can't get the high boots except the zipper, but I got the low ones, and they're pretty. I'm just waiting for the right time to break them in.
Well, next time bring them here so we can see you rock them, right? We want to see them rock them, right?
Anyone who's ever worn boots for the first time, you know that you have to, you're like a baby horse. You're like a newborn. You're just trying to like learn how to walk again, and it's very different than wearing tennis shoes. So yeah.
You're gonna practice first.
I'm gonna practice first, because I don't know if I can make that spirit tunnel with those boots.
Oh, that would be good to see. You know what? Maybe you could try it on your date, because you're dating now, huh? What's that like? We heard, Gabriel.
Yeah. Where were you 2 years ago when I needed someone? I'm not trying to date. I'm realizing that I like being alone much more. I like my peace. I like being able to set the thermostat to whatever I want to set it to. You know, if you gotta let one go, you don't gotta look around. It's the best thing.
Okay, you advertised that well.
No, and you know what? Why? But why not? Why not? Why, if you want to burp or you just want to be comfortable?
Just be comfortable.
I would rather, dating is so scary now. I don't trust anybody.
No, I don't. That.
Yeah.
You're speaking now.
I have a dog. I like my dog.
I love that.
Yeah.
Enjoy your dog.
That love is real.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
With the pet love, it's nothing like it. I agree with you. I feel the same way about my cats. Okay, and I got dogs too. But let's talk about this. You've been doing comedy for 27 years.
Yes.
Right? Now, what did you do with your first paycheck when you started out?
Ooh. So I got to do a television show, and oh, there I am.
Oh.
Oh my God, look at all that hair. I had hair, braces. Look at that, man. Ah, what a kid. What a kid right there. I got my first check right there. I was on a television show on Nickelodeon, and with that check, I went out and I bought myself a leather jacket at Wilson's House of Suede.
Oh.
Yeah, some of you remember that store at the mall?
That is funny.
Yeah, when people used to go to the malls?
Oh, yes, when we used to go to the malls.
Mm-hmm. That leather jacket, I wore that jacket every day.
That was your good jacket?
That was my good jacket.
Did you wear it to any other auditions or anything?
I wore that jacket for like 5 years. I wore it out. I still have it though.
I was gonna ask, do you still have it?
I still have it.
That's good.
Almost fits. That's the goal. When people say, how much weight do you want to lose? I need this to close. But yeah, I bought a leather jacket. I was so happy. I mean, like seriously, like, you know, anytime you walk around the mall, especially when you're young and you're like, oh, it'd be cool to have this, buy that. And so to be able to do that with money that I earned doing something that I love meant everything to me. So that jacket symbolized that I'm doing the right thing.
I love that for you. Woo. You like me, I heard you love cars. Did you buy quite a few cars too? Okay,
so I went through my stupid phase because I went from not having money to all of a sudden having money, and it got,
What does that mean?
Okay, so I went from driving a Volkswagen bus, an old school Volkswagen bus, to driving a Hummer.
Oh.
See the judgment? that was my first car.
Oh, that was your first car?
That was my first car. So imagine going from that into a Hummer.
Yes.
Yeah, there was no in between. It was like, you know.
That's different.
Yeah, it was from freaking meep to ha, And I bought two.
You did? 2 Hummers?
I know. I still had an apartment too. So that's how stupid and ghetto I was that I bought the cars without even investing in property or real estate. I didn't have anybody to guide me or tell me, hey, listen, kid, you're making some money, you're making some bad decisions. If you want to keep this going, you need to do certain things. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a guide or someone to pull me aside.
Yes.
At this point, the machine was moving, and I just started, I was a rapper without the rhymes. Because I just started buying dumb things, and I didn't need that. And so that's why now when I see these new comics or entertainers that are out there and they're successful and they're starting to do what I did, I try to give a little bit of advice, but not too much. I give examples, but you know, my examples are horrible because I'm still in this position. So when I say you shouldn't do that because it might go bad, and then they're like, well, it might go good, like for you, and I'm like, well, okay, whatever, buy your car.
Buy your car. Aw.
Yeah,
but you're a great mentor, though.
I try, but thank you.
A great mentor. Why wouldn't they want to be like you? Of course.
The problem, though, I'm sorry, the problem with trying to be a mentor is that a lot of times the advice you want to give someone it might not necessarily be the best advice for them.
Right.
It might have been what worked for you, but everyone
That's
is
wise.
different. And it's hard to accept the fact that your magic won't work over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'll be the first one to admit, I've tried giving advice to friends, giving advice that I thought was right, and it turned out to be completely wrong, and I'm glad they didn't listen. And
You're
so,
wise.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine, I'll give him a shout out. His name is Alfred Robles. He's a hysterical comedian, and he started wearing a cowboy hat. And I told him, bro, the cowboy hat it's dumb. I don't like it. It's bad idea. You're not even from Texas. He goes, no, man, I got this vision, you know, and I'm like, whatever. And I says, all right, I'll tell you what, man, if you want to do that, good on you. I'm gonna support you, whatever you want to do. And he went out there, and now he's all viral on TikTok.
And it worked for him.
He's selling out shows left and right. And I said, you know what?
Whoa.
You know, I got my fluffy hook, and this happened to be his hook that worked so well for him, and I've never been happier to be wrong. I'm so happy that it worked out for him.
Yes.
And again, it's a lesson that just because something works for you, don't mean it's going to work for the
somebody
next
else.
person. So mentoring is very difficult.
Take it from Fluffy. Yes. Oh my goodness. Now, tell me about this.
Turned into a TED Talk.
Yes. You're schooling us today. We're learning a lot. This is awesome. Okay, tell me this. Do you remember when you first started driving? When you had to learn how to drive?
Yes. So that bus, that picture you saw, my brother helped me get that bus. He taught me how to drive stick when I was about 12, 13 years old on the beach.
On the beach?
I know. There's a place here in California called Pismo Beach, and you can actually drive on the beach. And so he got me behind the wheel of the car, and I just started driving on the beach. It's like, worst thing you're gonna hit is like, I don't know, starfish. You know what I mean? There was nothing to hit. It was just wide open. And so, you know, I learned how to drive on the beach. So I'm very grateful that my brother taught me.
Wow, okay. Maybe I'll teach my son that way. Now, who is this?
This is my head of security.
Head of security?
This is Vinny.
Vinny.
Vinny, yeah.
Hi, Vinny.
I
Welcome
know,
to
right?
the happy place.
This is a very happy place. You have snacks in the back.
Uh-oh, you had snacks?
You have some snacks in the back.
Did he just have a birthday?
He just had a birthday. Yeah, he just turned 14.
14? No.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my goodness, what you do to celebrate? How precious is this?
So let me tell you, nobody wanted to eat the head on that cake.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
Respect, let me tell you. And so we still have it. We still have that head in the freezer.
Oh my goodness.
And so we left it in there so that anybody that shows up, we'd be like, hey,
They'll see
get
his
some
head.
ice out the freezer, and not even tell them.
And it's still in there.
That head is still in the freezer.
It looks just like him.
It does look just like him, so props to the people that made the cake. 'Cause I thought it was
Outstanding
beautiful.
job.
But yeah, 14 years old. And you're a big fan of our product, and it's just one of those things that was so organic. So a 50-year anniversary, they wanted to do some special collaboration. So they put my face on the bottle with my dogs, and then we did a second one where it's my father and myself. But I understand that you're a big fan of the hot sauce.
I am.
So guess I just happened to bring some.
You brought me some? I was hoping you brought me some.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's right here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I love how they brought it like you're gonna drink it.
I just want to make sure. They brought me it look like I got enough for everybody in here. Thank you. Let's talk about your Netflix special. You made history by selling out the Dodger Stadium. Congrats. That is, I gotta get this straight. So you get nervous to do karaoke, but you ain't nervous to perform in front of all of these people?
No, not because it's what I do.
Right.
I'm a comedian. I get up on stage. You know, what makes me nervous is doing things that are not my norm. You know, so something that's not like singing totally would be like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, it's different if I'm just singing a quick little Coco song, you know, remember me, you know. And then that's it. Like I can fake it for a couple seconds and then I go back to like, yeah, no, I was just messing around. You know, it went well. We were there 2 nights. And I was super, super happy with the way it turned out. And it's probably, yeah.
Congratulations, that is amazing. You get any advice from anyone?
There's not many people you can approach to get advice about performing in a stadium. You know, like I call
Right.
Elton John. Can you talk to me, Elton? You know, like,
Yeah.
I must say, just be ready. You know, I don't know. So The only other comics that I knew that had done it were, one was Larry the Cable Guy. He did a comedy special a few years ago at a football stadium, and Kevin Hart. And so I spoke to Kevin, and I was like, Kevin, man, and big props to Kevin, because Kevin Hart was the main reason why I decided to go for it, because I says, you know what? I was there when he taped his special, second row. And just so you know, sitting in the second row at a stadium is still like, you know, being here, and then Kevin's like way over there where the sign's at. It's so big. And so I talked to him, and he goes, dude, it's important for you to have 2 nights. Make sure you have 2 chances so that you can get the timing right. That was the best advice, and I needed that, because that first show wasn't as good as the second one, you know? But a big thank you to Kevin for being a friend, and for the inspiration, because you know, because of him, I felt like, all right, Kevin could do it, I can do it.
You did it,
and
too.
you know.
More with Gabriel. We'll be right back. We're back with Gabriel Iglesias. Let's talk about Magic Mike. It's the you've done 2 movies, right?
I know, everybody's like, they just heard Magic Mike, and they're looking up here, and they're like, hey.
Baby, what was that like?
Well, I was the only one who didn't get naked. Yeah, no, it's called Magic Mike, not Tragic Mike. You know, it was awesome being part of the cast. I got to do the 2 movies with everybody, and that was like my first real film. I mean, I worked with Steven Soderbergh, Channing Tatum, Matthew McConaughey. I mean, this is a heck of a first run.
It is.
You know, so to be part of that was just an incredible experience. I love the fact that because they had to stay in such great shape, because that's not CGI. We didn't have a budget for CGI. Everyone was freaking ripped. And so craft services was empty. It was for me. I just pull up a chair. I'm like, all right, you know. There was no move the line, nothing like that. It was pretty great. So yeah, being in those first 2 was really, really nice.
It sounds like it. What were you doing before you became a comedian?
Before, I had a couple things that I was doing. I sold cell phones.
You did?
For a company called LA Cellular back in the day that eventually became AT&T Wireless. Yeah, that's back when you can, back when phones were a little stronger than now. They you know, to let you guys know, I sold a phone called a Motorola PC550 flip phone.
You better sell a phone.
Yeah. That was like, no, seriously, because like now you drop a phone and it's like, oh, I got to go to the kiosk and spend $150 for a new screen, right? Back in the day, if you were on that phone, you could use that phone as a weapon. Like, you know, give me your money. Like, bam! Like, honey, somebody tried to mug me. And so I did that for a few years. And before that, I worked in telemarketing, and I even dug ditches. That's a whole nother story. But but yeah, it was cool.
Okay, and then you got to do Space Jam.
Yes, I know. It's perfect because we're here at Warner Brothers. I played Speedy Gonzalez, and we actually did some of the recordings a couple stages from here. It was pretty awesome because, you know, I was very familiar with the character, and it was a lot of fun. But I told the producers, I go, look, just because I'm Mexican doesn't mean I can only play the Mexican character.
Good point.
Because I did it, you know. Hola, I'm Speedy Gonzalez de Pases Barcelona, Mexico. Arriba, épatale, you know. Got it, right?
That was dope.
But I could do I told him I could do the whole film by myself. I could. Well, Marvin the Martian. Oh my modulator. You know, Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc?
Oh my God.
You know, so yeah. I said, hey, I'll do the whole movie for half plus medical insurance.